comparison to your shiny ball in the oil. Something to read. You need something with a little.
As defined in the dictionary, perfection is the highest degree of proficiency, skill, or excellence. Expecting perfection is unrealistic, but Fairport Bowling has put themselves in position to reach those heights with frequency.
You know, we expect a little bit of level of success, at least from an individual perspective with some of the kids. They're working their rear ends off and they're practicing. They're in a bowling center 5-6 days a week. But just to the magnitude that we've experienced, this has really been just absolutely amazing. It's been a very pleasant surprise to see how well, not only just individually, this team, or as individuals they've come together, but as a team and how they've gelled and how they support each other. And I think that's been a huge contribution to our success, team-wise and individually. 5
years removed from their most recent sectional title, Fairport is looking to win back-to-back titles in the competitive Monroe County League. The Red Raiders opened the season with a record of 52-3. The success is a result of a team approach that might get overlooked in what can be perceived as an individual sport.
And one of the things that we talk about with the team in terms of the culture that we want to create, and it is about supporting each other. It's, hey, you might have a down day, but it's important to make sure that you step outside yourself and still continue to support your teammates that can pick you up. And it's something that we constantly talk about in practice. It's something that we constantly try to teach in practice and make sure that we're reminding them in practice so that naturally carries over when they're in matches. Some days you have a little bit more energy, but we certainly try to make sure that, again, if we're seeing a little bit lower energy, that we're whispering in our seniors and our captains' ears to make sure that they're uniting that team and really trying to bring them together, because it is very important.
The Red Raiders have combined to throw 4 perfect games already this season. Senior captain Stefano Cittadino rolled the first 300 game in early December. Alex Lindenbrink and sophomore Ben Hilbert matched that effort and then some. The duo reached perfection together on the same day. Hilbert later threw another 300 game.
It was really cool to do it in front of the team in such a crucial match. Both times I threw another one in a little bit later, and I really came through for the team. And it was really cool to do it at that at a varsity match. Just the competitiveness and everything just made it that much better.
Lindenbrink has thrown a pair of 800 series.
It's one thing to throw a 300 game, but it's another thing to throw a 300 game on the same day with your teammate. What was that like?
Oh, that was crazy, especially because that was his first 300. So it was really nice to do it and to meet together.
The success is a result of a lot of hard work.
It comes to, being in a bowling center and practicing multiple days a week. And it's not just picking up a ball and going out and throwing 3 games. It's really working on isolated drills, your release, your footwork, following through, reading the lanes. The lanes are different conditions. We bowled in more centers this year, which has been much different for us. So having to adjust to the different centers and how much your ball hooks. So, coming in and really trying to work and build their bowling IQ. It's not just about the physical game. It's about their smarts as well too. And that's one of the things that when they come in and practice that they're working on as well, is building up that knowledge so that they can be more aware when they're on the lanes and going to some of these different centers.
So it's a lot of just having someone videotape you and then seeing what you're doing wrong and then working on it. So whether you want to work on your footwork by doing like 1-2 step drills, or you want to work on your release by just standing at the line and throwing it. There's many different drills that we do, but it's mainly it's very personalized. There's not one universal thing that could work for everybody. So so it's a lot of coach involvement, a lot of teamwork when making your teammates better.
Sometimes practice can become very competitive when the wager is high.
We sometimes just do a match where we're against one another. We'll do like 3 people against another 3. We'll have 2 teams of 3, and then we'll do punishments for the teams that are losing. We've made people dance up there before, little children dances. We've made them do push-ups from all sorts of things, and they get really upset. And it's fun to watch, and it sucks when you have to do it, but it really makes you work together. So,
luck, though, plays a role.
I did my 10th and 11th shots. I did get quite lucky. I barely knocked over 2 of the pins, but my last shot was good. But luck has a big part to do with it. So
You said you barely knocked them over, so how did they end up falling?
very slowly. It was like almost like dominoes. One of the pins rolled over and just barely knocked it over. The one in the corner, the back right, the 10 pin. So, but luck is definitely a huge part of the game.
Did you have any luck on that particular day?
Oh yeah, you always have luck when you get a 300. You can't hit the same spot every single time. So I missed a couple times, but I got the strike.
With an eye on a sectional title, Cittadino keeps Fairport focused on the present.
My responsibility, I have to make sure these guys are not getting too frustrated, that they're doing okay, that they're not getting ahead of themselves, looking too far into what we can do and like how close we are to beating this team or the team that we're playing. So that's what I have to do as a captain.
From Bolarola Lanes in Henrietta, New York, this is Paul Gotham with the Vision High School Sports Beat.